We're here, Cannon Ice. We got a special guest. Our man Lefthandid has joined us all the way from the NYC. We're going to recap the Super Bowl. Before we get rolling with that, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you and check out your shows? I know you do at least 2 every week.
Yeah. Peace. This is Lefthandid in the building. Every Monday, you could catch me, Miami247.tv, now trending show. I do my thing. I'll pop in there like 5 o'clock and get them a little flavor on what's going on up here in New York with the sports scene and all that. Tuesdays, that's my joint. After Further Review 2.0, a.k.a. the Sideline Pass. I'm in the building, 954-246-0398. It's a call-in show. Call in, bring your A game to the table. We cover everything in sports. Hockey, too, so don't get it twisted.
Okay.
Friday, I'm in the building, the Shutdown Corner. You already know my peoples is in here holding me down, so we got the thing.
Which is my favorite show, by the way.
Yes, sir. Friday nights, 8 to 9 p.m., the Shutdown Corner. I'm in the building. That's how I do. Get at me, man. Lefthandid on Twitter. Lefthandid, all right? Yeah. On Twitter, all right? The name of the group on Facebook is called After Further Review. I'm thankful to, come in the building with my dudes and them, and you're going to see a lot of bit more of my face in the place, man. That's all, man. So let's get busy. All
right. And, of course, we're always brought to you by the geniuses at FanUp Network. So make sure you download the app in your app store and or go to fanupnetwork.com. All right. So, Daryl, man, how was your week?
Week was good, man. Got ruined on Sunday for a lot of people. The club scene in Atlanta just wasn't bumping like it was supposed to be Sunday night. So, hey, things happen, man. But, hey, Atlanta rebound. Next weekend something else will be going on. So, we're here.
Yeah. I'm sure in the White House, there's a lot of celebrating going on, since Kraft and tight with the president. But
well, Mike Pence was at the game, so I ain't gonna say nothing happens, but things do happen.
All right, so before we get too deep into the actual game, my question is: has anybody checked on Jermaine Dupri? Because we know he lost Janet, and Janet had a baby by some other dude. And now this happened with the Falcons.
I heard they ushered him to the Brat's house.
He's
having the worst 2017 of anybody. Okay,
he's definitely not having a good year. That's true. Oh man, they said Jeezy had a damn rap album song ready to come out when the Falcons won. I guess that one won't be on the next week.
Young Thug got old real quick.
Hey, what do you think? What do you think Trump was thinking when? Because Bush and his wife couldn't make it to the inauguration; they was too ill, but they could make it to the Super Bowl.
Listen, he was like, "I can't make it to the. I can't make it to the inauguration. He on his deathbed, B.
Right.
He on his deathbed. They got Wolf Blitzer and them at the door, ready to give interviews and all that.
Yeah,
they get to Super Bowl weekend and
you can't inauguration.
He's saved.
But they can wheel you
They wheeled him out there like Ted Williams at the All-Star game.
He's crunk too.
Right before they introduced him, they had him covered up with all those American flags. I'm like, man. And then they open him up, and I'm like, I be damned.
You know what I'm saying? And your man Sean Spicer was like, hey yo, Don, come here, man. This the dude that said he was sick.
Yeah.
He said he was sick. He said he couldn't. What did he do after Super Bowl?
He was sick about who got elected. That's what.
That's what he was sick about.
That's bad, but I don't even want to go to your party, Don. Nah, I passed out.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to it. Of course. Everybody, over 100 million people watched the game. We know Atlanta basically collapsed.
Yeah.
So, Lefthandid, let me ask you, brother, what were your impressions from the game Sunday night?
First, I went into the game thinking that the spread was kind of low. It was giving Atlanta a lot of a lot of respect. I was thinking that whatever the AFC was going to do, they was going to be favored by at least a touchdown. I was thinking that as we got closer to the game, Atlanta looked ready. They had a lot of speed. How was New England going to deal with the speed? And Atlanta went crazy the first few minutes of the game. I was like, okay, New England is ready. We're watching the funeral of the New England Patriots and Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and all of that. We're watching the funeral. right before our eyes. When the Freeman and them touched the ball and he was gashing the defense early in the game, I was like, oh, man, it's going to be a problem. Turned it to, a 21-3, 28-3. I was like, this is going to be a problem, man. This was the first half, mind you. Now, I said Atlanta's going to have to come out in the second half and do something with the first possession because we know the history of the Patriots. We know they could walk the dog on you. We know that. The first play of the second half, what happened? They went to Devontae Freeman, and it was 3 Patriots right there. Bang, bang, bang. He wasn't going nowhere. That set the tone for the whole second half because they switched up the situation. They went in there, the game plan, they figured out what they was doing wrong, and they came out smoking. Atlanta played right into their hands. Whew. They did what they had to do. All New England had to do was get the ball back. They knew they was going to score when they got the ball back. They got down. It got to 28-20. When it got to 28-20, I was like, oh, man. New England going to win this game. New England's going to win this game. Now, coaching like we do from the outside looking in, knowing that Atlanta's got the game, all they need to do really is add a field goal because New England was missing extra points, throwing interceptions, fumbling the ball away, having bad calls, all of that. So everything was working in Atlanta's favor. But Atlanta couldn't move the ball in the second half, and New England was just walking up and down the field. Now, here's the thing for me, man, that really, really burnt me. I'm using the Peter Griffin line, grind my gears, right? The Atlanta secondary, for all the 82-yard touchdown, interception, pick six, all that, they was getting can I curse? Can I curse?
Oh, yeah, it's you too.
They was getting their asses handed to them. That dude, Austin, and them other dudes, whoever they was doing with all those holding calls, like, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
That Atlanta secondary was getting ate up. Me, you, and Kane could have went out there and walked that field on that Atlanta defense. Atlanta was getting nervous. The situation, they weren't used to it. And I don't understand that either because their coach just was in the last 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, it's like they didn't know how to
they know how to deal with the situation.
Yeah. Like it looked like they were up, but they were scared to press, and then they would just throw one arm out and then get caught for a passing.
Oh man.
Instead of using a proper press technique.
And I mean, they were in the game, but then you had these bad calls. You had the back-to-back, the holding joints, and they were still in the game. But that one holding call against Jake Matthews, that was the killer.
Oh.
That was the one that sealed the deal. That was the one that sealed it right there because I think they were in a position to make a play. They had made the play. But as soon as the Buck said it was a flag down, and that's the thing that started to kill me about football. You have these big plays. It's like 3rd and 8. You get 9 yards, and there's a flag on the play. But you couldn't say nothing to that holding penalty because it was like he was trying to choke my man out.
Yeah, it did look like a sleeper hold.
You got to call that. And this Atlanta just gave it up. And I don't want to hear nothing about New England won the game. Atlanta lost that game.
No doubt.
The era that we're in right now, man, the era of the 3-1. Oklahoma City was up 3-1. Golden State was up 3-1. Cleveland was up 3-1. You know what I'm saying? So, again, this is the era. You cannot hold on to a lead. It goes back to fundamentals, children. Fundamentals, yo. Mm-hmm. Look it up.
You're right, because New England, they were just grinding. Like, they weren't in hurry-up offense.
Another day at the office.
The line.
That's right.
I was like, man, they trying to come, like, they wasted 20 seconds just checking out the defense. And, like, they never panicked. They never
not at all. Not they've been in those situations before, man. And again, man, I know Atlanta. They feel bad enough already, but man, I just can't understand how you let that get away. How you let that? Get away.
Well, Kane, let me ask you, brother, because I know you got some very close relatives who are huge Falcon fans.
Oh yeah,
holders.
You check on them cousins. You check on them. They all right?
How many phone calls did it take to keep everybody off the ledge last night?
Well, it only took a few texts. Bag people off the ledge.
You're a real caring person. You just sent a few texts. Yeah, here you go.
I had one person that was just sad they couldn't believe that it happened. Then one person that was just angry that it did happen.
Mm-hmm. That's the one who kept it real.
Right.
It happened.
Yeah, well, and as an Eagles fan, I just imagine being in that situation since we've never won a Super Bowl. I don't know what I would do if we just collapsed like that in the Super Bowl.
I would have would have been very. Trust me, we wouldn't be doing a show tonight because I still be cussing from last night.
I hear you. I know how you feel. I know how you feel, man. I know how you feel.
I would still be cussing. I would have took the day off. I promise you I would. I still been cussing.
Yeah.
That's just me. If that was the Eagles, I'd have been very hot last night.
I'm thinking about running for office just so I can go back and investigate. Did the Patriots pound the Eagles back in that Super Bowl? Because I still think something shady went down.
Absolutely.
But so if anybody wants to help finance my campaign, hit me up on Twitter. Also, real quick, while I'm thinking about it, we are running another contest for a gift card, and all you have to do is subscribe. And we're going to pull out a subscriber's name, and they're going to win a Visa gift card. So all you got to do is hit that subscribe button, and you'll be entered into the contest for February. That's our Black History Month contest. So, all right, so let's get back to it. All right, so of course Atlanta gets out the big lead. Were you guys surprised to see Atlanta, look so strong early on?
No.
No, I wasn't surprised at all at Atlanta coming out. Atlanta's done this pretty much the whole year, especially in the games they've won. They've come out of the box just charged. I think I saw a stats where they were 161-0 points against and for throughout the last 5 games of that they played in the first half. So that's what Atlanta does. They jump on you early. With that being said, New England wasn't playing bad. New England were killing themselves in the first half. They were driving. They fumbled. They were driving again. Brady threw an interception. They had a couple. Brady missed a few passes.
Half a beat slow in the first half.
I remember it was a crossing pattern, and he overthrew Edelman by that much, and he was wide open. And Tom Brady usually doesn't miss those passes. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, Atlanta's up, but you're not out of the woods yet. Number one, because Tom Brady's over there. Number two, you really haven't stopped them. They kind of stopped themselves. Mm-hmm. It probably should have been somewhere around 17-14 at halftime. But by for a couple of lucky plays, I ain't gonna say lucky, but a couple of timely plays, the strip, fumble, the interception for the pick six, Atlanta found themselves up. And going into halftime, 21-3, I knew New England was going to make a run. This is what New England does. Plus, they've been playing strong. Most of their best footballs come in the second half this year.
If they make adjustments, right?
Yeah,
which they're the best at making adjustments.
Yeah, right. Nobody makes adjustments like Belichick and the Patriots do. Nobody in the league. And like you said in the preview show, Ice, the Patriots are known for situational football. They win those situations all the time. So if you don't think this team is going to be able to adjust on the fly, you're kidding yourselves. Do I think they adjusted that much? I don't think they really adjusted that much, except for just a little bit of execution in the second half. I think they started to pack the box a little bit more to stop Freeman. And once Atlanta kind of helped them out with that by only running Freeman, I think they only ran like 4 running plays the whole second half, somebody said.
Yeah, it's ridiculous when you're leading, right?
Exactly. Like I said, hindsight's 20/20. It's blind now, but after they get that ridiculous catch from Julio down the sideline.
One on the sideline, right. The toe tap.
I'm like, okay.
The toe tap, yeah.
This is me just thinking right now. Run the ball 3 times and kick the daggum field.
That's you thinking. That's me thinking. That everybody thinking the same thing.
I played enough Madden to know, hey, man, I got this game wrapped up.
Yeah.
Field goal and get the hell out of here because this other team is hot right now. But, the Patriots, once again, what do the Patriots need? They need to get Atlanta out of field goal range. What happens? They get a holding call?
Yep.
Sack. Did you really think that wasn't going to happen with the Patriots? And like I
was
said,
hoping it wasn't going to happen, but
Yeah, once they got the ball back with 3 minutes to go, I said, this is going to overtime. Now, I ain't going to say they're going to win it, but I promise you Tom Brady's going to tie this game up. That's exactly what happened.
When they got us to 28-20, and it was a lot of time left on the clock, all of a sudden they started running plays with 18, 19, 20 seconds on the clock when they had been running plays with like 6 or 7 seconds left on the clock. What are they doing? I mean, the communication runs the gamut. You got the coordinator upstairs who's supposed to be this super dude, Kyle Shanahan. Okay, he lost the playbook in the beginning of the week, so that should have been a sign right there that something was amiss. We got led astray. You know what I'm saying? And then you got this dude, Dan Quinn, who's been in the past couple of Super Bowls with Seattle. So it's not like he didn't have the experience either. So where was the brain fart between the offensive coordinator, the head coach, all that staff on the sideline, your MVP quarterback? Where did the communication mess up at?
Well,
a running play into a passing play that didn't work.
First time in the pressure pot now.
Yeah.
You got to think about this. Kyle Shanahan's been around, but he ain't been around in this situation before. Dan Quinn's been around. He's even been in Super Bowls.
Yeah.
He's never been the man when the situation calls. When these choices are on you, it's a whole different kind of pressure then.
Yeah, that pressure get ratcheted up a little bit and it gets tight in there.
And you can tell by looking at New England. Did they ever look panicked in the second half?
Nope.
Did they ever look worried in the second half?
Nope.
Like you said, that last drive, it was 3 minutes to go. Were they in a hurry?
Nope.
They were still. Tom Brady was coming to the line, doing his checks, checks here. They were still snapping. They were snapping the ball with 10 seconds to go. They weren't in no hurry.
And Atlanta's defense was it was like, what was they doing? Everything was just like right out. And their secondary is so garbage. That dude Alford, so what? You ran a Super Bowl touchdown back. So what? That's how I look at it. You got toasted. You got bacon burnt in that game.
Yeah, and the guys they're going against aren't exactly like, these aren't tremendous athletes. Like, when I watch New England, I really wonder.
Watching New England's wide receiver was kind of like watching you play wide receiver. I mean,
it made me think. I wonder if I could have made it to the NFL. Like, if I just got, where was Belichick 20 years ago, right? I could have been in the NFL.
And was something wrong with the turf? Because I noticed a lot of them, they kept slipping and falling down and all of this. I'm like, wow, was something wrong with the turf? Because the Patriots receivers wasn't slipping and falling down.
No. I mean, at the same time, the second half, aside from those 2 sacks that Jared got, how much pressure did they get on Tom Brady? We talked about this in my previous show. You have to knock Tom Brady around. They did a pretty good job in the first half keeping him off balance. Second half, Atlanta's defense was on the field so much.
Yeah.
They spent the whole second half.
In the first half, because they showed the stat, even when Atlanta had the big lead, they don't run like 18 plays.
Yeah, exactly. Because they got all theirs on quick strikes in that interception return. So you can see it in the fourth quarter. Atlanta's defense was gassed.
Oh man!
Has anybody found Vic Beasley? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, what did I say? He had 15.5 sacks in the regular season. Nothing. 0. Jack Bone. Nothing in the postseason. Where was that dude at?
He ain't got no counter move. He's got that quick rush around the outside. And the Patriots, I was sitting there watching it. The Patriots was just running them to the outside every single time.
Just stringing them out.
Yeah, he's going to run himself out of the play.
And then Brady steps in right there where the Odie's at, and this Brady's sitting there just patting.
Right.
Yeah. In the first half, there's a play where he rushes to the outside, and then he didn't get it. He just kind of stops, and he's looking at the ref saying something, and the play is still going on.
I saw that play.
Wake up, dude. Pay attention. Like, Tom Brady's right behind you. That's that Clemson in him. That's what that is.
Hey.
I'm upset about is if the Falcons had held on, I personally think DeMarco should have been the MVP had the Falcons won, Former South Carolina Gamecock Patrick DeMarco, to me, looked like the MVP,
Well, he did it. He contributed. He did his numbers. He did what he was supposed to do.
Yep, he did.
And maybe they let him run the ball when they got field goal range. Until they got half a yard. And then they could have kicked him.
They had nothing to lose by giving – shout out to Patrick DeMarco. So they had nothing to lose by giving him the ball, man. Nothing to lose at all. Nothing.
All right, so what do y'all think about Brady being the MVP? I mean, no, he put up a lot of yards, but, I mean, how could they not give it to White.
James White. Hey man, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hey,
I really can't call it, man. I'm not really sure. You know what I'm saying?
But his name is White.
Another thing that I noticed was who was the wide receiver that they turned to in the second half to get this spark started? It wasn't Edelman. It wasn't the other guy.
Was it Malcolm Mitchell?
It was that Mitchell guy.
Yeah, the rookie.
That's who sparked this because he just kept getting open.
And really, if Floyd was active, he wouldn't have been playing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because previous games, Floyd was the guy. Because Hogan wasn't doing nothing. You know, what's up with Edelman's beard? That's what I want to know. Like, how do you wear a chin strap over that? That's got to be itchy.
That's extra padding.
That's some other stuff.
Bennett, Bennett was doing okay.
What did
he had a chance a couple plays he didn't make, if you ask me, but he did all right. Blunt didn't really get the ball. Well, of course, after he fumbled.
That was He was kind of. Mm-hmm. And plus, James White was doing the numbers, so like LeGarrette Blount, you all right, but James White is doing his numbers.
Plus, that winning touchdown, that was all him because he should have been stopped at the 2, and he's like, nah, I ain't giving up my touchdown to Blunt. I'm about to score this baby right here.
He kind of sort of was when you saw the replay. His knee was down, but that's neither here.
Yeah, but I'm saying, just still was a great second effort to even make it. Yeah. All right, so I got a little something special here for the Falcon fans. We like to do a little visual sometimes with the people. Get the people what they want. So let's see what we got here. All right, so see.
Oh damn.
Let's see what else we got here. Okay, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's Bill Belichick. Similar to something he'd wear on the sidelines right there.
Gotta be quicker than that.
He reeled him in. So hopefully that brings you some comfort, Atlanta fans. But all right. So,
hey, send all your emails to that dude.
Send me all your emails.
Send the emails to E. Send them to E.
But, I'll say this. I know some Falcon fans. I don't know many hardcore Falcon fans.
Right.
I can't get a test this because Michael Vick's first year in Philly, he went to see the Eagles play Atlanta in Atlanta. And there were Falcon season ticket holders with Eagle shirts and jerseys on. Okay? Because I was like, man, that sure is a lot of Eagle fans here. And so, of course, you got a season ticket. You already sit beside the same people. And the dude's like, hey, man, why are you wearing the Eagle shirt? Like, oh, man, got to support Vic. Wow. Okay. I mean, we saw a whole family wearing Michael Vick half Falcon, half Eagle jerseys. So they bought 2 jerseys for each family member and cut them in half and
sold them back together. That's dedication. Salute.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's dedication, B.
But not hardcore Atlanta fans. Okay, so I know it was rough. I imagine business in the strip clubs dropped off in the second half.
Man, them things got so dry. I'm sorry.
So, bar tabs, probably
didn't get paid.
Dropped off a cliff. So, but hey, it is what it is, right? And that's the beautiful thing about sports is, anything can happen, right? It's the ultimate reality show.
That's right.
But, it's been an exciting season, to say the least. I did pick New England to get to the Super Bowl. Didn't pick the Falcons. I actually picked the Seahawks, but win some, lose some, right? Of course, it's way too early to predict, but do you think New England has a chance at repeating, with Gronk back next year? Brady obviously looking as young as ever, right? Still looks like he's in his 20s, even though he's almost 40 somehow. I got to get that diet book too, by the way. Yeah, I need that Tom Brady diet, baby.
I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad.
No,
All right, so
I mean, I really think you got Brady and Belichick. They can make it work somehow. And like I said, the Patriots are going to constantly be a threat till somebody in the AFC East stands up and gives them a good game, a good
yeah, well,
and takes that home field advantage away from them.
Miami has a chance. But
Yeah, like I said, with the way the AFC East is, the Patriots are going to win 12 games every year minimum. And how can you stop them from being home field number 1 seed when you're in the AFC East? You get to play Buffalo twice. You get to play the Dolphins twice. You get to play the Jets twice. I mean, right there, that's 5 guaranteed wins right there.
Right there, out the door.
Everybody else in that division gotta work hard for a division title.
Yeah,
the Patriots ain't worked hard for a division every year.
That's a good point, because this was the year the door was open with the suspension.
Exactly,
and they still couldn't get it done. Right.
And the Patriots still clinched by the 12th week.
Right.
The thing was over. Man, that's what I said. It's tough to say they won't be back, but you can't say they're definitely going to be back. But just throwing it out there right now, they're at least in the playoffs. So once they get there, anything can happen.
Yeah. You know what? I think that everything the way that it started out for New England, you know what I mean? Everybody talked about, Brady being suspended. And but Garoppolo came in and did his thing. Brissett came in and did his thing. So they didn't even miss a beat.
Nope.
The other teams in the AFC, still is going through their problems. You know what I'm saying? Houston not really knowing what they want to be about. Oakland was the move, all right, until Derek Carr got injured. So I think if anybody's going to be challenging New England, it's not even going to come anywhere near their own situation. I think it's going to come from out west somewhere, maybe Kansas City or the Oakland Raiders.
Right. Like I said, and even when that occurs, you've only got to win how many playoff games? 1 or 2?
Yeah. And like you said, secure the home field.
Yeah.
If you secure the box, then you're good.
Secure the home field. Mm-hmm. These teams are going to knock each other off in the playoff and the divisional rounds. You're only going to have to play 1 or 2 of them to get to the Super Bowl.
Anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's it. You're done.
That's right.
So somebody's got to step up and give them boys a challenge during the division games. But I don't see that happening either.
So let's wrap it up here. All right. So Left-Handed, why don't you tell everybody what is your impression of the 2017 season?
My impression of the 2016-2017 NFL season, I'm proud. I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. Tampa Bay, stand up.
Making progress.
I predicted them to win 10 games. I said before the season started, if they don't win 10 games, I'll be highly upset. Out of them. They should have been in the playoffs, but I can't dwell on it.
Right. What about
my impression of the season, a lot of teams that we didn't expect to do good, did good. Now we're past the Deflategate thing. We're past that. Let's move on. Tampa Bay gets better. Salute the New England Patriots. And that's it. There you go. That's my impression of the season. Salute to the Patriots.
What about you, Kane?
Yeah, my impression is that we had a lot of teams in the NFC that didn't meet expectations this year. The Panthers, Arizona, even Seattle, they wasn't up to par with, well. So there's a few teams in the NFC that kind of let the whole season down to me. Even the Cowboys kind of stepped up a little better than I thought was, but overall, there was a lot of teams that didn't measure up to where I thought they would be. Same thing with the AFC.
I thought Carolina was going to be garbage.
Yeah. So that was my biggest impression for the season. We had some teams that didn't measure up. You had Tom Brady and New England handicapped for 4 games this season. And they still came out of there 3-1. So I mean,
that's right.
So
you're right.
Yeah. So next year, hopefully, we see some of these other teams that are supposed to be contenders bounce back, and we get a little bit of tougher competition throughout the season. Because I think halfway through the season, we kind of knew that it was pretty much 2 teams in the AFC and maybe 3 in the NFC that had a chance, and everybody else was pretty much just playing second fiddle. So maybe next year some of these teams can step up and we can get a little better competition going into the playoffs.
All right. So everybody, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button to get a chance to win the gift card. Make sure you go to Twitter and follow @Lefthandid. All right. And follow us on Kane_Ice. And we'll be back at you next week, and hopefully we can drag Left-Handed into more shows to make it.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm in the building, man. I'm in the building, man. Check me out. I'm in the building.
Yeah, we got you, man.
Peace.
All right, everybody, have a good one.